Hello and welcome back. It is now the end of week 5. In fact, it's the start of week 6. So I thought it'd be good to sort of go back and look at week 5, what's happened, and what I've made of it all. So, week 5, after your operation, the first week you can actually have hard food. This was a welcome week. Yeah, I said that weeks 3 and 4 weren't great. Yeah, and honestly, in week 3 and 4, I just carried on with a lot of the liquid diet. Yeah, so week 5, you can actually get some normal food again, which is such a relief. Yeah, after week 3 in particular was such a letdown, at least it was for me. Week 5, hey, I've started having normal food again, and it's gone absolutely fine. I think there's 2 things we want to talk about with week 5, and the first is something that other YouTubers have mentioned, which some people call head hunger. And let me tell you, head hunger is weird. Well, it kind of is and it isn't, because when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense. Now, what am I talking about? Head hunger is just your brain sending the signals it has always sent you, saying you're hungry. Of course, the big difference now is that I genuinely can't eat anywhere near as much as I used to eat. So when my brain's busy sending these signals and my stomach's saying, you're hungry, you learn very quickly, that you really have to restrict the amount you eat. Breakfast before all this happened, if I was going to have a bowl of cereal, I would have a full bowl of cereal, and then I might go and have toast as well. Now, I'm like measuring out 4 spoons of granola and just putting some milk in it. And honestly, that's all I can take. If I have any more, I will actually feel like, I'm over full, which is unheard of. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. And of course, in the middle of all this, your brain's doing what it's always done. My brain is telling me, you're hungry, go and grab some food. So the point is, I really have to think about it now. And that's what I learned really quickly in week 5. The restriction of the stomach size has massive impact on what you're able to eat. I'll give you a rundown of what I've eaten today. So I had the same breakfast, I had the granola. Then for lunch, about mid-morning actually. Mid-morning I had one of my protein water drinks. Then it got to lunchtime, my wife was out, so I thought, I just fancied getting a sandwich from, a supermarket. Went to the supermarket, I got there too late, there weren't many left. Nothing I wanted anyway. So I got a sausage roll, a bit like a Ginster's. I just sort of sat in the car eating that. And again, before all this happened, I would have knocked that back in a minute and it would have been gone, and I've been thinking, what am I having now? And of course now with what's happened, I'm sitting there and I'm halfway through this thinking, I'm not going to be able to finish a sausage roll. So I got about 2/3 of the way through it and stopped because I was absolutely full. Then about an hour later, once I got home, I was feeling a tiny bit hungry, so I had about another bite out of it. And there's still about 1/4 of the sausage roll left in the fridge now, and it's, late evening. So I haven't finished a sausage roll in a whole day. And then for tea tonight, I had, I wasn't feeling properly hungry at all. So I just got a Huel from the shop, a vanilla one. And I've probably had, I've had like about half a glass out of that, which is probably 1/3 of a portion of one of those bottles, something like that. And then I've just had a bottle of squash. Oh, and I've had 1 bag of crisps. That's it. So that's my whole day. I had a little bit of baguette as well, so I cut off about that much of a baguette and I ate that with some butter. The difference compared to my life before is just, it is staggering. Yeah, I could have eaten easily 3 times every portion of food I've had today. Easily. I'm full. I've eaten plenty today. Plenty. So yeah, it's all just hitting home, and I guess that's the point. You know, in week 5, you start back on the normal food. It's like, boom, you got hit by it. Suddenly you realise, okay, yeah, I'm on normal food again, but I'm not on normal quantities, or at least not what I thought was normal back then. So yeah, head's giving me all these signals, and I'm kind of having to work out, well, how do I interpret those signals? Because I can't do it the way I used to anymore. The other thing that's been happening, and this has gone on for about a week or 2 now, is that my weight has plateaued. And I mean, I was kind of going along with it, and I was thinking, okay, this is okay. This is how weight loss goes. Sometimes you lose weight, sometimes you don't. That's weight loss for you. Now, I think the first few weeks of all of this, you know, for the first 2 weeks before the operation, and let's say 2 or 3 weeks after, my weight was falling off. You know, over that 4 or 5 week period, I've lost 2.5 stone, 15 kilos, and since then, I've maybe lost about another kilo. And of course, you know, you've gone from massive weight loss to very little. So I was starting to get a bit worried about it. So I kind of tried to rationalise it myself, and I thought, yes, this is how weight loss goes. And then I thought, right, no, I'm going to post a message on the support group on Facebook. And I kid you not, within 6 minutes, people had replied to my message and said, yeah, that's normal, that same exact thing happened to me, don't worry about it, it's just your body adjusting, healing, it's normal. On the support group, you're talking to people who know the situation you're in, they've been through it. And that knowledge and interaction is so valuable. So my tip for this week would really be, just be aware that, I don't know, let's say between 3 and 6 weeks after your operation, let's keep it flexible, there's going to come a point where your weight loss is probably going to level out. And what I'm saying to you is, don't worry about it. Sort of everyone who responded to my post on the group has said, don't worry, it's normal. Everything's going to kick back into gear again and the weight loss is going to resume. So I think it was just reassuring to get that feedback from other people who've been there before me. So, you know, if that was one of you and you're one of the people who responded to my message, thank you. I don't really know what else to say, but it's so reassuring. If you're watching this video and you're in that position now, don't worry. It will come good. Okay, thank you very much for watching this. That's all from me, and that was week 5. We'll catch up soon. Bye bye.